them now. I basically just hold the wand. My stack of books over here that you cannot see, and obviously I just hit myself, is too heavy. It has very hefty books in there that I cannot hold.
Hello everyone, my name is Akira. This is my channel called ZaqLovesBooks. Originally, I was going to find a way to dress up in all the colors of the Hogwarts houses, because personally, I don't really care what house I'm in. I used to care, but now I'm like, whatever. Just like with any other thing, I don't really care. If you do care, it's fine. I just won't be telling you my Hogwarts house. So instead of wearing my Pacific house's color, I decided to just throw on a shirt with all of the symbols of the Hogwarts houses. We have your, we have your Hufflepuff, we have your Slytherin, we have your Gryffindor, and we have your Ravenclaw. Because all the houses are amazing in their own way. So I thought, why not represent them all? Anyway, today I will be telling you my TBR for the N.E.W.T Magical Readathon, which I already did the owls. I did Metal Charmer for the owls, and I actually finished all 7 books, which was good. I'll be doing the same career profession in this one, which is Metal Charmer. Before I go on, as usual, in the description below, I put the announcement video so that you can join if you like to. Okay, the newts work a little bit more differently, as I learned, than the owls. The owls, you just had to read books, and the newts, you have to read a specific amount of newts to get to the career that you want. Like, for instance, if you want to get, let me see here. If you want to get an O in any career, you have to do your average, excellence, and then the O. So that's how they work. So my Metal Charmers exams equal to 12 books. I don't have all of them here, but for the ones that I do have, and I have one ebook as also, I'll be showing you what I have here, and on Twitter, I'll be doing a Twitter thread so I can keep track of all the books that I'm reading. As usual, I do not read in the order that they're in. I usually just pick out my own order so that I can feel comfortable reading them, and just starting with the ones that I really want to read. So that's how I usually go with these. Also, I can switch these up if I want to. Certain one of these I cannot switch up, because I don't have any other books for them, so yeah. Let's just get to the books, Akira. Stop with these extra infos. But then it would be me. First exam that I have to read, I have to get an O in arithmetic, so that means 3 books for this one. So for A, I have to read a book that ends on an even page number, which I have like none, like except for the one that I chose. This is the only one that I have, so I cannot change this one. Unless I order something in the mail or whatever, and it ends with a even number of pages. But for now, this is the only book that I can read. The book is N.E.W.T by Scott Westland. It suits with the whole steampunk vibe that I'm going here, my goggles and such. Anyway, this is literally the only book that I have that ends on an even page number, which is 440. I got this as a Secret Santa gift last year, which more info on it on Twitter. I might do another one this year. This is obviously something to do with steampunk. I have been wanting to read this book since like forever, and to get an E in arithmetic, I have to read a standalone. For this one, I'm reading Essence by Mandy Lynn. I had the pleasure of meeting her at BookCon and getting it signed, personalized signed. And I really just wanted to read this month and see how it is. To get an O, which is the last book in the arithmetic exams, you have to read a book that's larger than 350 pages. For this one, I'm reading the sequel to Hypemanism, which again, I was able to meet the author at BookCon. Most of these books on here are going to be from BookCon, just so I could get them over with. I've read the first book. I love the first book. I think I give it 4 stars. I'm really excited to be continuing this series. I'm on my exam for Charms, which I have to get an O again. In order to get A in Charms, I have to read a book that I think has a gorgeous cover. First one, I'm doing Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. I did currently read this earlier. I'm gonna restart it all over so I can get a brand new idea of what's going on here. For E and Charms, you have to read a book, a comic book, a manga, or a book that's less than 150 pages, which is pretty good. Like, you have a book where you get to read less. For this one, I'm reading Squirrel Away by Mike N.E.W.T. It's basically a children's book. Obviously, it's less than 150 pages. I love me some children's book. To get an O in Charms, you have to read a paperback. But for this one, I'm doing Trail of Lightning by Rebecca Roanhorse. Again, it's a book, and I basically know nothing about this. But it's a paperback, obviously. And I can't wait to find out what this is about. Transfiguration exams, which I have to get an O in, which is 3 books again. And it's also the last one that I have to do an O in, so that's good. With an A in it, I'll have to read a book with LGBTQIA plus rep in it. I'm going to be reading Love from the Barricade. I obviously forgot the author. It's the only ebook. It was a review copy sent to me by the author. This book I have been really anticipating to read, and I am so excited to just get through it. It's about this Latinx asexual character. That's all I know. Number 8 is to read a book that's not first in the series. For this one, I'll be reading Hollow Sage, the Miss Peregrine's children's series. I really did like the first one, and I really just wanted to continue it, and I'm hoping that it's just as good as the first one. So, and it's the last book for Transfiguration. Read a book that's over 500 pages. For this one, I'm going to be reading Zenith by Sarah Ellsberger and Lindsay Cummins. I am really excited to read this. Now we are at Ancient Runes, which I only have to get an E in this, so 2 books, which is good. To get an A in this book, you have to read a book recommended by a friend. I obviously don't have friends, I'm so sorry. But I went to the Discord, the readathon, and a couple people gave me recommendations. I just don't have this book with me now, so I can't be exact. But I can give you the choices that I have. I think I have Uprooted. I have 3 Dark Crowns, and I have 6 of Crows. Those are my options for this one, so I can read either of those if I like. To last and final one for Ancient Runes, which is to get an E, you have to read a book that's written in past tense. For this one, I'm going to read, trying to read is Eragon by Christopher Poloni. It's obviously written in past tense, as confirmed by, again, Discord, but I cannot wait to see how this is. Final exam, which is I have to get an A in Defense Against Dark Arts. You have to read a book that's black under the disc jacket, which for this book I don't have the disc jacket, so I know it's black, which I'm going to be reading. Surprise, surprise! Goblet of Fire, which is, obviously the Harry Potter series, book number 4. That's it for my TBR. 12 books. I don't know how many days in August because I'm not going to look. And do I think I'm going to get through all this? No. If I could get through at least 6 of them, I will be happy. But I feel like this is going to be a lot more harder if I DNF a book, because I would have to do some switching. I'm fine with that, especially if it doesn't really interest me by the first pages or the first sentence, which has happened before. Then I'm just going to DNF it and move on. So tell me in the comments below if you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.